Have you met with any leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement? And you have 30 seconds for this follow-up question.
Well, I met with Mayor Sylvester Turner in Houston and Mayor Johnson in Dallas, who both convened meetings of community leaders, including of the communities of color, to try to figure out what needed to be done. That's why I introduced, along with my colleague Tim Scott, the Justice Act that would do police reform, ban chokeholds, provide additional training to law enforcement officials for de-escalation of conflict, and encourage diversity. But I am not in the same camp as Ms. Hegar, who believes that we should tie the police's hands behind their back.
I'm going to give you 15 seconds to answer if you have met with leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement.
I've met with black leaders, but not per se that I know of. Frankly, I don't know necessarily who is and who is not a member. But I remember an African-American pastor in Houston who told me, "Senator, I respect the police, but my son doesn't trust the police." That's the problem we need to address.
Ms. Hegar, have you met with any leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement?
Again, so I have to show some empathy here and say that it's not, people don't, I think they don't introduce themselves as I'm a leader in the Black Lives Movement. I think that we need to look at black community leaders, black activists in the community. I've held multiple town halls on racial justice and policing brutality, and I just need to back up a step because he keeps lying about me, and he just, I'm used to you not hearing me, because when I came to DC seeking your help, you wouldn't take a meeting with me. But let me be very clear. There is always going to need to be someone on the other end of the line when we're in distress. I don't support defunding the police.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many times I need to say that.
I'll give you 30 seconds for rebuttal to that, Senator Cornyn.
Well, it's not just the police. It's Border Patrol. MJ has said that the Border Patrol that's doing their job enforcing laws Congress passes, they are the moral equivalent of the communist Chinese who are oppressing the Uyghur minority. She made that statement. You can look it up for yourself. So she doesn't respect border security officials, law enforcement. She doesn't respect our police. That's wrong.
Okay, we got to move on. I know
misinformation is why our country is so divided.
Okay, we have to move on to our next question. You both agree to the rules of this debate, and if you do agree to those rules, we got to move on. Gromer?
Thanks, Sally.